As Jesus hung dying, he cried out a sentence that has troubled people for centuries. My God, why have you forsaken me?" Those words are actually a direct quote. He was reciting the opening line of an ancient Hebrew text known as Psalm 22. When you examine the surviving physical manuscripts of this specific poem, you find a highly specific message left for his followers. Looking closely at this ancient Torah scroll, right here in the 6th verse of the text, we find a highly unexpected statement. Translated, the line reads, "But I am a worm and not a man." It is a strange choice of words. Why would anyone, in their final moments, liken themselves to a lowly, repulsive insect? The answer lies in the original language, a specific choice of words that grounds the event in a biological reality. In ancient Hebrew texts, the common word for a standard worm or a maggot is rema. As this diagram shows, the author of Psalm 22 deliberately avoids using rema. Instead, they chose a highly unique term, taloth. Taloth refers to a very specific, real-world biological organism known as the crimson worm. Understanding the life cycle of this specific insect provides the context for those final words on the cross. A female crimson worm only goes through her reproductive phase, laying eggs, once in her entire lifetime. When that time finally arrives, she deliberately inches her way up the rough bark of a tree trunk. Once she finds her spot, she presses firmly against the wood. Her exterior turns into a hard, crimson shell, irreversibly welding her to the tree. Her young are born safely protected underneath this hard shell. However, they emerge with absolutely no source of food. Nature's solution is extreme. For exactly 3 days, the newborn offspring survive by feeding directly on the living body of their own mother. After those 3 days, the mother dies. As she perishes, a blood-red substance seeps out, permanently staining the wood she is attached to. Her entire existence culminates in a singular, built-in purpose. She must willingly climb the tree and sacrifice herself so her children can live. By referencing the crimson worm, Jesus was pointing to a process in the natural world where survival requires a literal sacrifice. The trajectory matches. The worm makes a one-way journey up the tree, just as Jesus went to the wood of the cross. The offspring feed on the mother for exactly 3 days to survive, matching the 3 days Jesus spent in the grave to secure life for humanity. And finally, the permanent crimson stain left on the tree mirrors the blood shed upon the wooden beams. The only way for the offspring to live is for the parent to die. The cross operates on this same biological logic. The crucifixion stands as a deliberate act of love, revealing how the patterns of nature can mirror the historical events of the Bible.